A kind day to you all, I'm Kinsmark, and I just have a little announcement that sadly I have to cancel stream tonight. I can't even tell if y'all can hear me, because, this is happening at the moment. I can't tell how that's actually capturing on the camera. Suffice it to say that since late last night, it started coming down and it hasn't stopped. And there's a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder, it's pouring rain. At the end of our street here at the neighborhood, it's actually starting to flood, so we actually might get stranded in our own neighborhood if all of the streets leading in and out get completely submerged. Thankfully, this area drains pretty fast, so even if it happens, it shouldn't last long, and we have multiple days worth of food. It's just, I can't stand like connection cutouts midstream, and like I said, we keep losing power, so I feel like it would just end up more effort and hassle than it's worth, and frankly, I kind of want to like enjoy the storm and everything, so I'm going to set stream aside for probably the next few days. I apologize. It's just, I'll shift the camera around so y'all can actually see this here. It's a little concerning, and I actually first intended to record this on our rear porch, except that has a tin roof, and as soon as I opened the door, it was just deafening as the water was just slamming on all of that metal. Oh dear God. Alright then. That's a little loud. So I knew, even if I was just shouting at the top of my lungs, y'all could hardly understand a word coming out of my mouth. And I wanted to film this out here to at least illustrate what it is I'm talking about. And this is as quiet a place as I could find. Let me just, like, show some of this off. Like, that's standing water creeping up kind of concerningly close to the house. And, let's see, how far, if I'm willing to zoom here, can I show down the street? Yeah, that's coming down. So, anyway, I apologize for having to cut things. It's made for a rough week because I intended to, and I feel like I've held to pretty well, despite a lot of setbacks, implement the new schedule that we've discussed a few times in recent streams and videos and such. And I had some software issues that held up editing for a couple of days, and I apologize for that. It's just I spent in excess of 5 hours just trying to keep my software from crashing every single time I attempted to click into any part of the editing tracks, just so that I could finally render a finished video. And that was incredibly frustrating because it meant that in the week that I wanted to set this new schedule in motion, I was already running into setbacks, and it was incredibly frustrating. And now the weather is setting things. I am happy in myself that I have managed to get a video out, one for each day, if not on each day, because there was one that I had to miss, and so I just double released one of these days this week, so that there is at least a video per day of the week on the channel, and that's the trend I want to keep up moving forward from here. Because again, I'm completely free of family distractions and other factors contributing to interruptions to the schedule, and so I'm really trying to instill in myself a sense of discipline of making sure something gets released every single day on the channel. And so far, despite all of the setbacks affecting everything, I feel like I've done an alright job at that, so if there is a call for it, I may show off a little more of the weather. I know a few people have asked in the past, because Texas, for those who aren't aware, this year and late last year as well, has just gotten completely pounded in terms of weather. It has flooded pretty severely. I think this is the third time this year. There were a couple of incredibly severe floods last year. such that I had people contacting me in comments and Steam messages and such, asking, "Are y'all all right?" Because it was making international news, and the town that Vi and I used to live in when we were in college, and I was working at a previous job. We stayed and lived in that same town in an apartment for a while. That apartment complex has gotten rendered, like, the first floor completely underwater as the near river has flooded a few times. And so it's fortuitous that we left when we did, because that has made for a pretty concerning thing. I'm getting family like peeking at me out the window, so I think I'll check and see what it is that they're after here in a minute. So anyway, I'll wrap this up. Again, this is just to catch y'all up on the situation and let you know that unfortunately, stream is canceled tonight. I'll pick it up as soon as I feel like the weather's permitting, because I have a couple of things that I really am, inclined to stream. It's just, again, I want to avoid cutouts due to power loss, frequent as it's happening, as much as I can. So I appreciate everyone's understanding for that. So I think I've rambled on about this long enough. So cheers for all your patience. I love all of you guys. Thank you kindly for watching. I'm Kids Rock here at Basketball Press. And as always, wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.